Hello, Divine Sunshine. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your daily read. I apologize, but I have been wiped out. I got slammed both ways. My Divine Feminine self, the girlfriend, was like, you need to rest. My Divine Masculine, he's been protective and saying, no, you need to kind of rest up. I did do a reading. I tell myself, I came down here and did a reading. Excuse me, my sinuses has been on fire. Came down here and did a reading, and I swear by God, I could tell right it all through towards the end. I was just falling asleep and coming different in and out of consciousness. I don't know. I haven't even watched play back the video to even see what the heck I was even talking about, because it was everything. I might have been telling about what was going on in the world and how Donald Trump was going to come out. And I said, let it just go, because they need to hear the message. And I was like, no, I can't put that out there, because I said I know I'm gonna get a lot of down thumbs for that one, saying was she high out of it or whatever. It looked like, it seemed like here now, I don't know what's happening. I have so much fun doing activities. Look like I blow a casket or something, some kind of thing, like within me go pow. I had so much fun Saturday doing karaoke and singing. The next following day was like, like somebody had took something out. That second time, when I had fun with the kids at the amusement park, and it was just like, something pulled and let go. So, let's get on in with the reading. So, because I missed you all. I know it's been like a whole weekend. Part of me is being led to want to do something about, I've been seeing a lot on there, say, what is the Divine Masculine hiding, or what he's not saying. I know that with a lot of the videos, I still been watching videos, although I've been tired. And then one day I got so tired I didn't even want to watch even the videos, because I was like, oh God, you just reminded me, and I'm just getting overwhelmed by every damn thing, and I just don't really want to even watch that. However, in me watching these different videos, I'm seeing a lot of messages stating about what is the twin flame, what is the divine unisoul. There's multiple unisouls out there. As far as, even being with your divine counterpart. You being able to go on to other people. There are other ones, and we're getting stuck in the unisoul collective community, stuck on this one person, and that, we're kind of got our heads in the clouds because there's other people. This is Divine Sunshine's take on it. At the same time, you're listening to all this information and it's coming in. I would say, with all things, check in with your heart. Your heart actually knows what is the truth for you. I'm going to say this again, and I've said that quite a few times. All of us do not, even myself, or other readers, do not quite have the whole answer. And I've gotten this specifically when I talk to my guides and my angels. Like, is this true what they're saying? Is this true what they're saying? Is this true what they're saying? And they were saying, you know what? That's their truth for wherever they are in their consciousness at that time. They're saying to me that, and there's a Bible verse on there, I will not show you, and that's my favorite one. And I should really know what the Bible verse is, and I don't. All right, top of my head. But it's one of them that's talking about where God hides you in the cliff. Hides, I forgot who it asks, but it hides this person inside a cliff of a mountain. And it was like, God, I want to really see the glory of you. And he kept on asking them. And he said, I'm not going to show you, because if I show you the full glory of me, I'm going to blow your mind. So what I will do is I'm going to pass by, and then you'll see like the ending of me after I've passed by. And then you'll get an idea who I am. And so, you know, he showed it, he passed by the cave of it, the cliff of it, blew up, you know, with all this glorious light and being, and he seen the end of it. I'm going to use that Bible verse, and that's always been my favorite. And I can feel the top of my head rising as I'm talking about that. If he would really show you the whole totality of this divine twin soul plan of how everything is supposed to work out, it will actually blow our minds, and we would go insane. We all, as readers, are getting bits and pieces of it. Okay? I agree that I have seen some of them saying that the energy will move from maybe from one person to another when they're talking about twins. That maybe at that moment that person is not ready. I've always have also believed that with spirit is instant as you are. If you have an idea or something, if you don't jump on it, spirit will go on ahead and take that idea and move it and give it to somebody else that's ready. I forgot, it was I had some kind of idea to do something. I think it was a business, and I remember I didn't have the faith or the courage to go on ahead and do it. And I seen actually the spirit take that idea and go give it to somebody else, and they took it and they ran off with it. That's the same thing. Yes, in some ways, if the person is not ready and you keep on asking the universe, yes, I am ready, and the universe said, well, he's not quite ready. Yes, the universe will gift you with someone else. Now, is that your twin or your other twin, or has they now the first twin that you thought that you knew within your heart and soul was your twin is not now your twin, that's really a false twin, or that's a catalyst twin, or whatever kind of twin it is? I don't know. These people that claim by God, that they swear by God, like I was watching the man there, he's like, y'all just stupid, you know, in the collective, y'all messing this up. And the idea is, yes, it's more than one twin out there. I do not know, and he doesn't know. And the other person that claimed that there's other twins out there, even Elizabeth Lund doesn't know, even for certain, if that's actually it. We're getting bits pieces of it. I keep on seeing like a diamond. It's different facets, different sides to it, and we still haven't seen the totality of the whole diamond by looking at one side of it and then saying, okay, well, I didn't see the whole twin aspect of it. Like I said, if that resonates with you at that moment and you saying that feels like that truth, guess what? That's your truth for that moment. Spirit is constantly changing, constantly evolving. What might be the truth for today might not be the truth for tomorrow. And so I really wanted to get that out there, that yes, it does move. It's just like Socrates saying, when the student is ready, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. If that person is not ready to teach you love or about yourself, to help you evolve, to become a better person for the world, to do your purpose and your mission and your cause for that, yes, it will move to somebody else, and somebody else will become your teacher in love or helping you to evolve. Again, but does that mean that that person is the last person was no longer your twin? I don't know. He don't know. She don't know. We all don't know. But all we know is this person, through their spirit, has stepped up to say, okay, it's my turn. I will be your teacher for this lesson to help you on your journey in life, to help you become the better you. So I don't want anybody, because sometimes it makes you feel, when you're on this journey, that it makes you feel bad that you say, okay, well, now this next person is coming along, and now what happens with my twin? Is it seem like I'm not faithful, or have I given up on the journey, or what's going on? What is happening is at that point, somewhere in your spirit, in your soul, you have called on for this next person to go ahead and say, now teach me. Like Barry White. Tell me there's a lesson that you want to teach. Here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. So If you're doing that and you got somebody, your teacher, if that person's coming around, this says, okay, I want to do it. I want to take on this next lesson and help her to love herself better, to become better, to go back to the twin. That's fine too. We've got so many messages going on, and that's why sometimes I like to kind of study and get more information about the twin, but then at the same time it confuses things, because some things that you know in your heart of hearts that's true, it changes things. I think about like Charles Barkley. And Charles Barkley, they were saying he was an excellent golfer. He went to go get some golf lessons. I remember Michael Jordan was talking about he was darn good, and Tiger Woods said the same thing. He was darn good. He went to go get some daggone golf lessons by somebody, and then came back and he had lost his golf swing. He said, I don't know what happened. This person was supposed to be like A1, knowing about golf, and some kind of way it changed his stroke or his string or how he did his thing. And from that day on, Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods was talking about his behind. It's like, I don't know why the hell you went there, but whatever it is, they changed you for life, and you never did come back to be the same daggone golf player. I'm saying it's the same thing to say to you. You know, don't watch out so many of these channels there that it gets you off of what you need to know to be true. So when you're watching these things, you need to kind of get to the point to telling yourself, and the God, your guides, your angels, lead me and guide me to the right channel that's going to help me either fortify my purpose and my mission on this twin flame journey, shield me from these information that's not really of my highest good at this point, at this moment. Now sometimes they will kind of send you, the guy say, well, why you show me that? Because that looked like that triggered me. Well, sometimes they have to go on ahead and show you that, because it's either going to make you more strengthened, more stronger in your resilience, in knowing that, yes, this is what I want. So yes, sometimes they will be. But some of these things, if it's messing you up and it's not helping you on your journey, just become more so like your own filter or guide, or ask help for also from whomever you believe. Angels, guides, whatever, fairies, dragons, whatever it is. At that point, if you believe that, say, I need protection, and they'll help and shield me from whatever information that I do not need at this time. Okay, I'm finished with my rant. I'll try to remember at 12:35 to put that down there. And if I don't, could somebody please put it down there to let people know when the actual reading starts? That'd be most helpful. Because I felt that has to be said, because we feeling, to me, like they say in this community, it's like, you know, we got to kind of become back to being childlike about this. It's a wonderment, it's a magic, and all this daggone information you're putting out there is kind of killing it is something magical. And I'm just going to say it because I can hear the man talk about it. See, y'all, with that fluff and that magic about the thing, it is. It's a magic about it. It's a magic about you getting to know yourself, and you becoming better, and you evolving into something great. That's the number one thing. I'm in agreement with them. Anything beyond that scope is you're throwing us off of where we're supposed to actually go, our purpose and our mission and our direction and our vision in which the universe and the spirit has for us. So just kind of keep that in mind. But I felt that I needed in my spirit to say that. Okay, now it's 13:41. Clear. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking. Let's see. What is our intentions? Okay, and this would be for, got two cards. This would be for the 29th. Okay, because I should be able to come on. They didn't even cut my days on my dance now. Now I'm down to 1 day a dance now. So that's fine. That starts next week, so that give me more time with you all, so I know what I'm doing. Also, the universe is going to find a way to kind of push you into the, I see 14. The universe is going to push you in the direction that it wants you to go to as well. So that means for me to have more time with you guys, which is fine. At first, my ego was flaring up, like, what? How you didn't cut me down in 1 day? And I was like, okay, that's all right. And then I talked it over with my mom, and she's like, yeah, because I've been looking at you, look like you've been doing too daggone much. So I'm like, okay. So, we put the glasses on so I could see. Okay, all right then. So now, it look like the bad scientist now for real. Ooh, new word, new cards. Thank you, Jesus. Then one old. Here we go. Grow. What can you do that you could not do a year ago? Wow, it grow. That's what I'm saying about growth. Okay, what can you do? So this is what I think for the 29th. What can you do that you couldn't do a year ago? What question would you ask a fortune teller? Okay, so to me, and I'm being dream. So what could I do that I couldn't do a year ago? And to me, what is it that I could do a year ago that's going to help me to know what I need to do in my future? Okay, so that's what I'm picking up with that. Okay, let's go in. Do I want to do the old-fashioned route? Okay, let's look at the events. What are some of the events of the day? Clear. For our divine feminine self. Yeah, this. What are the events of the day for our divine masculine self? It was true. You come back again. Ooh, that nap did me good. I had to take me a nap. Oh my God, it was snowing so daggone bad here that it took me 2.5 hours to get to work. Everything out right there in the middle, although me and the divine masculine, it's been some interesting energy, but that's none of my issues. I had to keep on telling myself, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's whatever he going through is personal on his ear. But thank God, whatever it is, he checked in my divine masculine in 3D. He did check in, and I sure did have him talk to me all doing while I was driving for that 2.5 hours. I like, you gonna talk to me. You gonna keep me company. I'll be there for you when times is rough and interesting. Guess what? You gonna talk me all the way from where I live all the way to my workplace. Thing he did. I thanked him for being my co-worker, because I like, couple times I like, I want to go back home. I can't do it. The snow it was just so horrible to commute. And he was like, I want to go back home too. I was like, well, but we was like, come on. So I just let him know each marker where I was going. I was like, okay, I'm on the Eisenhower now, making my way to the school now. So he's like, okay. Like, I made it now. He's like, okay, that's good. So I had to do so, Thank you, Father. Like they said, also, God, thank you for the small stuff. It don't matter about what kind of way they do check in. You got to be thankful for the little things. So when they bless you with the big things, you be ready. So I thank you for him being there physically, for their being there with me through spirit. Even not even spirit. I had dragged him in spirit. That's funny. That's how he came through 3D. I was like, you gonna be riding with me while I'm going to work today. And then the real one checked in. The 3D one was like, what? I heard I was summoned. Anyway, here we go. Divine feminine. A desire to move on. The search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. This came in reverse. I'm going to say that, yes, it is a great emphasis from the divine feminine self collectively to move on, to search for something more meaningful, something more spiritual, and for emotional growth. That is going on. Is it to say out of the scope of the divine feminine, out of the divine unisoul collective thing? Yeah, some of us is kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We kind of, some of us is like, yeah, let's go find something beyond that does not have to do with a connection with the unisoul journey. And then we have some of us that's saying that, this desire to move on is just really just innate. It's like it's something, like you say, I'm doing me. It ain't got nothing to do with that, him, the divine masculine. It's really truly about me and me wanting to better myself and for me to evolve, okay? For the divine masculine, you have fallen in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, a new home. So right now, and that's funny with the divine feminine, that goes back almost like, what could you do a year ago that you couldn't do today? which is really bringing up this event for today, which is helping you to say, okay, let's move on from the old things of the past. We might be shedding a lot of old beliefs today, some more old thoughts, some karmic issues that's old. This is what I feel like to me. It's like, you know, it's like, to me, I see it like a Monopoly game. It's like, I'm ready, I want to take 2 steps forward. I don't want that card to tell me I got to take 2 steps backwards, you know, slide down backwards and I'm back at start again. We want to keep on moving down. And I think I even had asked myself, told myself today that, you know, I want forward progression on this unisoul journey with my divine masculine. I don't want that 2 steps forwards and doing Paula. I do 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Because opposites attract. Do. Remember how with that cat? Yeah, so I don't want to be doing that. They used to have a commercial here in Chicago about the daggone insurance, and the guy would be like, say, is it just like this when you trying to find and life things happen and you try to come forward, and it seems like every time he's body late, he would come forward and then say, and then you make steps back and you never get that forward moving. The same way we saying as the divine feminines, we tired of doing that cha-cha to the left and cha-cha to the right. And we ain't got we still just dancing around in circles, but we ain't made no actual movements to actually where we need to go. Back to the divine masculine. You're right now falling in love, or the resurgence of relationships. Some kind of way you kind of resetting some things of how you seeing things. Spiritually is helping you. Spirit has been showing you some things. I want to say that you through some dreams, some I would say premonitions. Okay, if you say premonitions, some daydreams, some visions, some things have been brought to you. This kind of sparked this resurgence about this fall in love and relationship, which is now saying, you know what, where I'm at, I like to create a new home. So in some ways, the divine feminine and divine masculine is kind of reflecting each other, because he's setting forth a new home, which to me is forward movement, and the divine feminine is saying, where I'm at, I want to move on. So both of us are saying we want forward movement again. So how do we do that again? We need to start asking the fortune teller, which will be the universe, about how it can support what things it can bring and draw into what's going in the now and the present to help move us forward. We got to look back at the things that happened in the past, seeing how far we've grown, how we can take that and build that and go on and have forward movement. And I said 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, because the sister attract, and you know it. Boy, my catalyst twin, he used to love, I don't know why he been out there on the mind here lately, but he's sure enough, that's a clear. Used to love him some Paula Abdul, Jesus Christ. I remember that. And that's funny, I'm singing that. Okay, for that one. Okay, so with the divine feminine, what's happening with you in love is codependency in reverse. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I would say right now, there's a group of you all that's getting a handle on what's going on with these addictions. You know, like, is there some commercial that say that the smoking ain't got a hand, addiction ain't got a hand on me, I got a hand on it. You see it. You know what it is. You know what to call it. You know how to kind of handle that beast or that monster. That's what you're doing. It's a group of you all that's having that. It's a group of you all, divine feminines, that's saying, I have released it. I'm not dealing with, that's not really a big issue. That's kind of in my past. That goes back to what you do a year ago that you're doing differently now, because you've grown. You've had growth about that. So that's why the codependency has came out. Some of you all are still kind of, it's a third group, some of you all are still dealing with these codependency issues. And that is something that you know that you say, you know what, I got to get a handle on, because I really want to desire to move on from this. I want to experience something new. I know something more. And I want to attain some spiritual and emotional growth from this. From the divine masculine, you have reconciliation in reverse. I'm again with this. I get a fork and roll with this. There's some of you all, in order for you to fall in love and have resurgence of a relationship, you want reconciliation. You want to have this person from the past resurgence of a relationship. So that would be the person from the past that you talk about, that you want to reconnect with. And you want to, whatever you did in the past and you felt it was wrong, you want to get to the point that you're saying, you know what, I want to make things right with this person. There's a person that is part of you all that's saying, I can hear very strongly saying, no, I don't want to have reconciliation yet. I ain't quite got some things, my ducks in a row just yet. That's something that I do know. That's something that I want as a goal. But right now, I got a reality check. I ain't going to play myself stupid or crazy about this. Be no fool, because I know right now with everything that's going on and twirling around me, I don't quite have that yet. All my ducks in a row. But that's definitely something that I have clear. Cooking on the back burner. Let's get some clarifiers for that. Just what I said. I'm going to go back to the Divine Masker because I was just talking about that. Reconciliation. So we got some of you all said, I got to clean up some stuff. I'm really having a true serum about myself. I ain't going to play it stupid because, number one, for them to come back, that means beforehand they had left. And you really being very careful that what you're doing, you're not going to try to make the same mistakes over again. That's why I say a new home. It's like before, you know, we was together. I had showed her this home. She was like, she was okay with it. We lived in it for a while. And then, you know, I messed things up. She moved out. And now I'm looking at the place that I'm in now and saying, I don't want to really present her with this home. I want to present her with something totally new, something that's fitting, because I know she used to always complaining that she didn't like that the bathroom was next to the kitchen, or she said that, you know, she wish she had bigger closet space. So this time I'm going to make sure that when she come back, I'm going to make all her dreams come true. And so that's what you're working on Divine Masculine. So this is what I said. Some of you all said, I don't want reconciliation right now because I got to clean up some things. Then there's another group of you all that's saying, I ain't got to clean up, but I got to organize some things. You know, I'm ready because I already worked on cleaning up some things. And so all I want to do is recognize, put the last finishing touches, put a little vase there with little flowers. Once you come in here, put some artwork on the home, because I already know. I already got the keys, the deed, the everything to the house. But all right now that I'm working on is getting the furnishings in there. And then I'm good to go, and then I'm going to go get her. Okay, so that's what some of you all are at. I'm picking that up. For the Divine Feminine, for her, the codependency came in reverse because of, again, you're trying to let the fates, if the fates allow, from now on, our troubles will be out of sight. So, okay, so now, the fates. So you want really those troubles to be out of sight. And so, and you want through the years for you to always be together. So we waiting for the fates to come together. Some of this is something that you've got to put into action. You see with this card, I'll show you that she's got to line it together. Some of this stuff, you know, just like biblical, is fate without works is dead. We're not getting to the point that we're not doing any kind of work, and we got it. At some point we could pray for it, but at the same time you got to put the work and the manifestation behind it as well. And so that's what we're saying about this codependency. You get that under control, you're going to be able to kind of move some things, manifest, and get things aligned. That's also like in the threes, getting things aligned. So we got the 1, the intuition, and the awareness, 7, the spiritual completion. Together, 1 and 7, that calls balance and harmony, which is 8. To happen, especially once you get control of this codependency, you will have balance and harmony with that. Okay. Next thing with your click. What are some of the energies that you need to work with as far as in your divinity, Divine Feminine? Where you need to work on and working in this word separation been popping out. The other one I fell asleep with Oh, I'm sorry, you did bring that up. Stop. Let me respect that because you did say it, but I thought it was this one. You coming out too. I'll put you over here. You never know because you might be needed. Separation been popping up a lot. A lot in readings that I done had on my own with clients. Clear. Yeah. This was out. There's you. Whoa, that story. Okay, so now, separation. And getting your divinity, separation. I would look at this, is to me, when I look at this like this, it means you got to separate yourself from this worldly stuff. Especially when you're talking about you kind of getting rid of these codependencies, these addictions, things of that nature. And you want to move on and you're trying to create growth spiritually and emotionally. This here is got to be let go, okay? Especially the social media going on there. Because sometimes I can tap into social media, TV, watching again what you're exposed to. Again, like I said about my rant in the beginning, that's funny I said that about the YouTube. You got to learn to separate the good from the bad, okay? Being on this because, again, this is causing more anxiety. And that's why I started off my rant. I really must tell y'all, don't even put no daggone when the reading start down at the bottom. Because if you do that, they ain't going to get the good stuff that ties into what I just said here. Which is, again, you need to get to the point that even when we watching these YouTubes, we are kind of really distinguish what is really good for us, what is going to benefit us on our journey to move on, to move forward, to cause that spiritual growth, cause that emotional growth as well. Being on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, if every time you go on there and you seeing all your friends saying my boo thing, fix me breakfast, or my boo thing, we going to the show, and that's making you feel lonely, and then at the same time it's making you say, okay, well, maybe I should just go on and get somebody. Let me manifest the soulmate right there and that. And you know, really, you ain't finished, as my friend Sean said, you ain't really finished baking yourself in the oven. Don't be calling on nobody else to come into, like I tell the kids. Don't be, they be like, God, oh my God. And I be telling, don't be calling God into your mess. You in there yourself. Not for that. You acted up, and I'm getting on you because you did something wrong. Now you gonna say, "Oh my God, she's doing too much." Don't be doing that. And the same thing. Don't be calling no soulmate in like that car. If you in some mess yourself, that's just deeper. Now you calling the karmic soulmate, and you this is bad off with whatever. If your divine counterpart is in a karmic situation. Now it's two of y'all. Now it's two boo-boo the fools there. That they in one, you in one. And now it's like, okay, now I got to work through this karmic issue just like he got to work through his karmic issue. That's it. Now, if you together and you ready and you have done the work and you say, I think I could really benefit from that. This soulmate is going to help me to open up my heart more, learn some lessons that the divine masculine can't do. Fine, but I always say before when you start thinking about calling that, and I have to ask myself too, Divine Sunshine has to get on herself. Okay, before you think about calling this soulmate, check yourself before you wreck yourself, which means check and see where is your objective or your intentions coming from. Is this because the ego say, you know, I'm tired, I got to get me somebody, I get lonely, I need somebody, some king in this queen size bed laying next to me. Okay, well, hold on a second. Now, that's straight ego there. Now you just want somebody because you want a warm body next to you. It's nothing because of spiritual, because you say, you know, and lately I feel like it's something I got to learn, something I quite ain't got, you know, now divine, you know, ask the power of the universe, bring me somebody that kind of fix that one little piece there, and then I think I'll be ready for the divine masculine. Okay, now that's a whole different story, which way you come from. But if it's all this, I feel lonely, they up there fixing breakfast, I ain't got nobody to fix me no breakfast, I want me one, so I'm going to go get me one. Because they on Facebook posting that. Then there you go, there's the issue right there. Okay, so again, these things on the outer, social media, YouTube, those things, keep those things in mind as far as when we're talking about how you need to separate yourself from that experience. Because again, it's causing the storm to happen within you. It's a storm warning, excuse me, because I'm itching. It's causing the storm to occur within you, tearing up some things. It was peaceful, but now, and with some ways, you know, if it does happen and it does cause some kind of stirring within you, then I'll say, you know what, thank God for that. It probably needs to have to occur, because sometimes you do have to, just like with every weather occurrence, things have to happen because it's got to help to calculate and to balance the environment, what's going on in the universe, okay? That. So it's causing that to happen. Knock down some things. This look like ancient things. So if you do need to separate, because it's trying to really separate you from some ancient beliefs, some ancient foundational ideas that you have that has not been serving you. Okay. Then it's also, again, with this, you got journey in reverse, because again, it's stopping you from moving forward, just like what you had said there. You want the divine feminine. Collectively, we all say we want to move on. We want something new. We want something with some more meaning. We want to have this growth, this spiritual and emotional growth. But you see, by you looking on there and doing that thing, it's stopping your growth. It's making you do like that commercial we had here in Chicago, and that insurance company, I forgot what it is. I don't know if they still. And that man used to do that cha-cha. He's like, is this you in life? And he be cha-chaing forward, and then he cha-cha back, saying, you never getting ahead in life. Call this number. I think it was for credit or something like that, that they want. What's this? Yeah, for credit or something. And it's like, you never will get that if you keep on doing that cha-cha step. Okay. Next thing, for the divine masculine, we have Isis, goddess of magic. Okay. You got to get in touch with your emotions, because in order for you to create this magic to me will be manifestation. Magic also means romance. So if this is what you want, this fall in love thing, you got emotionally, you got to kind of create these things. You know how you, to me, I think about electricity. Static electricity is caused by friction of two things going different opposite direction. You keep on rubbing it, and then it will cause that static electricity to occur. That's the same thing I'm saying with this, is that you're going to have to kind of maybe have some friction of the two ideas going on within you. Part of you might want to do the same thing. You might be cha-cha and stepping too. Just like what was happening with the divine feminine. Something about you, instead of you, the divine feminine is doing this in the physical world. The divine masculine, you all are doing this in the emotional world, where you got two ideas that is going on. And so right now with that, you have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Hold on one second.